All right. I'm so glad to welcome you to Get Serious Challenge 2026. All right, it's going to be a 7 days of mindset shifts experience. Today is day 1, and without wasting much of our time, let's get into it. All right, so today is day 1. We're doing on the topic why your life has not changed. Why your life has not changed. That's the topic we are dealing on today. So many people keep wondering why their life have not changed, why they move from year to year. They celebrate birthdays, they move from a new year to another new year, and their lives are still remaining the same. They still experience the same thing, and they are wondering, why has my life not changed? It's a problem. So today we'll be dealing on the reason. I'm going to be opening your eyes to show you the reason why your business, your life, your academics, all of those things are still in the same level that they are. So let's get into it. Now, if you are tired of the level you are right now and you want to change your life, you want to move from the level you are right now to another level, if you are tired of the current situations of everything around you, if you're uncomfortable with the way your life is, then this topic is for you. You have to pay very close attention from the beginning of this teaching to the last, because I'll be showing you the reason why your life is this way. I'm not just showing you the reason, I'll be showing you what to do and what not to do again. Now, I've discovered that every year, millions of people all over the world make new decisions. They write this thing they call New Year resolutions. They make New Year resolutions. They say, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. Then every new year, people make plans. By the end of this year, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to achieve this. This is what people do. They do it every year. But the truth is that out of the millions that do this every year, only a few persons are able to achieve the things they write. And these other persons, these millions, at the end of the day, they'll be frustrated. Many of us have felt that way. You'll be frustrated. You'll be like, what's actually happening? Why is it that after everything I planned, my life is still the same way? There's no progress. See, let me tell you, change does not come by wishes alone. If you want to change your life, it does not come by only making promises. It does not only come by making declarations. It does not just come by making prayers. See, all of these things are good, but you should understand that change is a price. That is a price for change. It does not come like that. Just like when you want to move from your house to work, or you want to move from one destination to another, you enter a vehicle and you pay the transport fare. For people traveling by air, they enter the aeroplane, and they pay a fare. So that price they pay is the ticket, is what allows them to enter the plane, and it will take them from their current destination to the destination they want to be. And that's how it is in life. If you want to move from point A in life to point B, that is a price. There are things you must get rid of. There are things you must stop doing. There are things you need to start doing. You can't just wake up one morning and your life will change automatically. It's not by magic. Change is not magic. Change is systematic, is intentional. I want you to put down on the comment section, say change is intentional. So if you want your life to change, you will not just pray alone, you will not just wish alone, you will not just confess positively alone. All of these things are good, but you need to take your life so intense. You need to take it serious. You need to know what to do and what not to do, and that's what you'll be learning in this course. So moving further, I'm going to be sharing with us 10 reasons why your life has not changed. These 10 things are the things making you experience the same life, the same financial level, the same struggles, the same problems and level and status quo and all of those things. So these 10 things are the things responsible for them. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is what I call the law of repetition. The law of repetition. Now, I want you to write this thing down. It says, same actions produce same results. Write it down. Same actions produce same results. So, if you keep doing the same thing, you will keep getting the same results. That's how life is. You can't be doing a different thing and be expecting a different result. It's not done that way. So anything you keep doing, you keep repeating. Many people are doing the same things they did last year. They are doing it this year and they want a different result. Okay, last year you didn't save money. All the money you got, you wasted it, you spent it. And this year you're still doing the same thing and you're expecting your life to change. Imagine you are a student, you don't read your books. Last year you didn't read your books and you failed. And this year you are not still reading your books and you are praying, you are expecting that you are going to pass your papers. How? How is it possible? So the law of repetition states that anything you keep doing, you will keep getting the same results. Now imagine a person who lost his job because he normally comes late. And this year he just got a new job and he's still going to work late. Now if they chase him or if they sack him from that place, would he say it's the village people? Would he say it's the devil that is against him? No, it's your bad attitude, your bad habit of going to work late. That is the problem. That's what you're supposed to fix, and not just blaming people or blaming the devil or blaming things that are not responsible for that. So anything you keep doing is what you keep getting the results. So if you want to change your outcome, you change your results. Okay, if you go to the stream, you're going to see water. So if you don't want to see water, you go elsewhere. So that's how it is. If you go to the market, you will see people buying, you will see people selling. So that's how it is. So anything you do has a result it gives you. So I want you to think, what is that one thing you are doing that is not improving your life that you need to stop? Now write this quote down. It says, until actions change, outcomes cannot change. Yeah, I'm right. Yes, that's what I wrote. Until actions change, outcomes cannot change. So if you want a different outcome, you need to change actions first. Stop expecting the outcome to change when you are still doing the same action. So it's when you change your action, then the outcome will change. So I want to ask you again, what one thing have you been doing over the years? Some of you is you don't save money. You make a lot of money but you don't save. Some of you is unseriousness. Some of you is laziness. Many things. So I want you to write one thing down that you want to change in. Go to the group and comment on it, or you can drop it in the comment section of this on YouTube. I want to read it and I want to respond to you. Now, number 2 is what I call the trap of the comfort zone. The trap of the comfort zone. I want to read what I wrote down here. It says, the comfort zone is a psychological state where a person chooses familiarity over growth. I'm going to explain. See, when somebody is in their comfort zone, they choose to do the things that they are familiar with. They don't like doing uncomfortable things. They don't like doing new things. They just like doing the normal things. Let's be doing it the way it is. They don't want stress. They don't want pressure. They don't want to do the uncomfortable. But you see, I normally tell people, if you want to grow, do the uncomfortable. Do those things that get you scared. Do those things that make you panic. Do the uncomfortable. So if you want to grow, if you want to see change in your life, you have to come out from the comfort zone. Stop doing those things that you are normal with, that you are familiar with. Some people don't want some jobs that makes them work more hard or more disciplined. They say it's stress. They want the one that they wake up by 10 o'clock. They don't want the one that will make them wake up by 6. You see, they prefer comfort. So when somebody is in their comfort zone, they don't want pressure. They don't like pressure. They don't like challenges. As long as there is little growth or little maintenance, they are okay. That you can't go far when you are in the comfort zone. Okay, so most people do not fail because they lack ability. They fail because they love comfort too much. If you love comfort too much, you're not going to go far. Now, to grow in life, you have to learn what is difficult. You have to do what is uncomfortable. And you have to face challenges. All these things are the things that the comfort zone will discourage you from doing. But unfortunately, many people prefer to do familiar things. They prefer to do familiar things instead of going ahead to do the unfamiliar things that will change their life. So this is the reason why people remain in bad jobs. So there are some people who have been working in jobs since 10 years. I mean since 10 years, since 15 years. They are still doing the same. Like this job you are doing, you never buy house with this. You didn't buy house with this job. You didn't build house with this job. You are still doing it. Why don't you try something new? But because they have become familiar with it, they keep doing it. Okay? So they remain in unhealthy habits because discipline feels hard. People love doing the things that are easy for them. They remain in small thinking because expansion feels scary. They don't want to do it big. They like doing things small. Let's be doing it small. So the comfort zone can become a prison for you. You won't want to expand. You are just comfortable with a little thing, with a little business, with a little income, with a little way of doing things, and that's not the way to grow in life. So I want to tell you that if you want to change your life in 2026, come out of your comfort zone. Come out from there. You stayed here for so long. Don't you want a change? Don't you want to improve? You have to come out. Embrace the unfamiliar things. Embrace discipline. Embrace the uncomfort. Come on, you have slept so much. You have been lazing around so much. It's time to do the uncomfortable things. If you want your life to change this year, start doing those hard things that you know you should be doing, that you have been avoiding. Start doing it. Start reading very hard. Start working. If some of you, if you need to change your career, change your work, change a skill, go and learn a new skill. Do those things that are uncomfortable. That's how to grow. Now, the third thing we'll be talking about here is what I call the yoke of excuses. The yoke of excuses. Yoke is like a bondage on someone's neck. So I call it the yoke of excuses. I want to read some of the things I wrote down. It says, an excuse is a reason created to justify inaction. Somebody does not want to do something, and he will find a reason not to do it. That's an excuse. So excuses are not always lies. Sometimes they are facts. Sometimes it is true. Sometimes it is real. But when you keep finding reasons why you shouldn't do the things you should do to change your life, you still remain at the same level you are. Most successful people in this life were people who had enough excuses. Now, I want to give you examples of some excuses people say, like, I don't have money, I would have gone to school. I don't have money, I would have built this business. I don't have money, I would have done this, I would have done that. Some will say, I didn't go to school, I don't have certificates, I'm not qualified. Some say, no one supports me, that no person is supporting them, that they are the only one supporting themselves. Do you know how many people who are in higher institutions that are training themselves? Do you know how many people in this world who have no person, but they are surviving? So that you don't have any person doesn't mean it's not an excuse. It's not something enough. Some people will say my family is poor. This is the one that breaks me more. People will say my family is poor. Do you know where we ourselves we came from? Do you know many people who rose from nothing to something? They all came from poor backgrounds, but they didn't allow their background to keep their back to the ground. So you've heard it before where it says, don't allow your background to keep your back to the ground. It's very popular saying. So this is something that makes you not to accept excuses. Some people will say, my environment is bad. I came from a very the environment is not good. This place is not developed. No, that's not true. Some people are waiting for when they travel outside the country, outside the state. That's where they believe they are going to be successful. What about the people who are succeeding even in this hard economy? Are those people not human beings? So whatever thing you believe works for you. So you don't have to embrace excuses. Now I want to read this. It says, many of these may be true, but they do not prevent progress. It's true you may be coming from a poor background, a poor family, but I know it's true, but that shouldn't stop you from putting effort to change your life. So when you keep saying all these things, they only prevent you from making efforts. Excuses make people feel justified in remaining stagnant. They provide emotional comfort while destroying potential. So you'll be wasting time killing your potential and be giving excuses, and your mind will be telling you that you are doing the right thing, whereas you are killing yourself. I wrote something down that I want to read out for you. It says, the moment a person accepts excuses, growth stops. And that's true. The moment you start giving reasons why you don't want to make progress, why your life have not changed, you are seeing reasons, you are giving reasons, and this one happened, that we are poor, I'm struggling, I'm handicapped, I'm this and that. The moment you start saying all those things, you will not grow again. You'll be surprised that 5 years later you will see some of your classmates who came from same background with you, who are towering heights, who are doing good, and you yourself, your life will be a direct opposite of them. Why? Because you chose to fill your heart with excuses. I want to make you understand today that after today, anything excuse, cancel it. No matter how nice it looks, no matter how sweet, or no matter how true it looks, there is no reason enough why your life should not grow. There is no reason. You have to make progress by all means. No matter how hard it is, you have to. All successful people in this life once had difficult times, but they didn't allow the difficult times to keep them. So you have to overcome your excuses. The fourth thing I want to talk about is what I call the fear of change and the fear of failure. The fear of change and the fear of failure. Write it down. See, many people are stagnant in life because they are scared of what people will say. What if I fail in this business? What if I write the exam and I fail? What if I go for the interview and I'm rejected? What if I apply for the job and I didn't get it? All these fear of a thing. You keep wondering. What if I don't succeed? What if I fail? All of these things. Any person who wants to make progress in life shouldn't be asking these kind of questions. Now look at fear delays destiny. Fear postpones opportunity. Fear steals years. Imagine a person who was supposed to go and apply for a job. He didn't go for the interview because of fear. Now this, assuming he or she went for this interview, he should have gotten the job offer, and that would have changed his life. But because he was scared, what if I go and I don't succeed? That was how you lost it. So you have to take action first. Even if you fail, you keep going. I heard a story of 7-Up. This drink they call 7-Up. They said the person that named it 7-Up, that the manufacturer tried it many times. It was at the 7th time that he got the result he was looking for, and that was how he said 7-Up. So the person failed about 7 times before he got the result. So why are you scared of failing? Many successful people, if you read their stories, they failed many times. So you have to kill the idea of fear of the unknown, fear of failure. What if I don't succeed? What if this? What if that? So you have to get rid of it. I want you to tell me one thing you want to get rid of. One fear that have been keeping you for years. that you have to get rid of. For some of you, it should be starting a new business. For some of you, should be learning a new skill. For some of you, should be going back to school. You should be doing one thing or the other that you have been scared of doing all this time. You've been scared of, what if I do it? What will people say? What if I don't succeed? For so many of you, you know your purpose, you know what to do, but you are scared. You know your destiny, you know your line of calling, you know what you should focus on doing, but you don't even believe in yourself. You're afraid of how people will see you. No, if you want to become successful, you have to put away what people will say, put away the fear, and start taking actions. Number 5 thing I want to talk about is what I call the blame mentality. The blame mentality. Write it down. Now, blame is the habit of transferring responsibility for one's life to external forces. You should know that you are responsible for your life. You should take ownership of your life. If anything goes wrong or right in your life, take responsibility. Accept it. Your life is your life. It's not somebody else. Now, people make some excuses and some blame, like it's my parents' fault, it's the government fault, it's my village people, it's my boss, it's my pastor, it's my background, this, that. They keep blaming people. It's my neighbor, it's my friends. So if you want to change your life, remove the blame. Blame may sometimes be understandable, but it's always dangerous, because you're actually putting your life into someone else's hands. You're putting what you should be taking care of into somebody else's hands. So your life is your life. You have to take responsibility for it. Blame gives power away. You're taking what is supposed to be yours to handle, and you start blaming somebody else. So what you do? You should take responsibility. Take responsibility for your life. Responsibility is power. Blame is weakness. Stop blaming people. Stop blaming your background. Stop blaming your village. Stop blaming your parents. So many of you keep talking about your parents. It's their fault. See, you've grown. You can take responsibility for it. What about those in the streets who don't have parents? Have they killed their parents? No. Many of them said don't even know who their parents is, but they are surviving. So take responsibility for your life. That's the best way to do and begin to make progress in your life. Now, the number 6 thing I want to talk about is what I call absence of structure and personal systems. For those of you writing, I'll go again. Absence of structure and personal systems. Do you know that some people wake up without a plan? Like they go into the day without even taking a moment to think, to plan their day, to plan their week, and even plan a new month. That's the worst way of living. See, when you wake up without plans, you waste your days. Every day you need to make a plan for each day. You need to have a routine, what you do every day. You need to have a schedule. You wake up, you pick up a pen, and you pick up a paper, you write something down. This is what I'm going to achieve today. 5 things I will do today, or 2 most important things I'm going to do. You make a plan. Plan your day. Don't just wake up and start going into the day. So make a plan, have a schedule, have your goals. And when you have all these things, it's going to help you choose what I call priority. It's not everything you will start doing. There are some things that will come, you will say no to it. And there are some things that will come, you will say, because those things will help you achieve what you want to achieve. So life becomes reactive instead of intentional when you are living without a plan. Life will just be going that same way it is. So without structure, time is wasted, energy is scattered, focus is lost, and progress is slow when you don't have a structure. So discipline is not a punishment, my brethren. So it's self-leadership. You have to impose discipline on yourself. Create a structured day. You can plan what you achieve in a day. You can plan what you can achieve in a week. You can plan what to achieve in even 5 years from now. Yes. You know you can plan your next 10 years. I'm telling you. You can plan the next 6 months of your business. How to save money to grow your business. You can plan it. So have a structure. If you want to make progress in life, if you want to enter a new level, you have to plan. God himself is a planner. So it's not only about praying. You have to pray, you have to walk, you have to structure, you have to plan it in details. So I'm encouraging you today, start planning. Don't wake up a day and start just doing things without first taking, even if it's 5 minutes, to sit down with a book and a paper, and write something down. Even if you don't want to write, just think it in your head, plan what to do, and stick to it. It's gonna help you. Now, the seventh thing I want to talk about is what I call lack of honest self-assessment. Do you know that from time to time you should be asking yourself questions like, what am I doing wrong? Where am I failing? What must I improve on? If you don't ask yourself these questions, you won't make progress. You won't know where you are making a mistake. So you need to self-assess yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Sometimes you don't wait for people to start telling you, this is what you are doing wrong, this is what you should be doing, this is what you should not be doing. You lead yourself. Be a leader of yourself. So you ask yourself questions. Do what I call self-examination. Stop avoiding it. Tell yourself the truth. Evaluate yourself and know where you are making a mistake. Take some reviews of your life. Sometimes you ask people around you, but the most important thing is self-evaluate yourself, self-assess yourself. Ask yourself questions. Know the places you are failing. Oh, my business, I wasted money. I didn't save money this last month. I need to improve. My customers were not really happy. I failed in this. I need to improve in this. You just tell yourself the truth. Always evaluate yourself and tell yourself the truth and improve. That's one of the things to do to change your life and make growth possible. Alright, the eighth thing I want to talk about is what I call the illusion of desire without commitment. The illusion of desire without commitment. What does this mean? Have you seen a car park and you see a lot of beautiful cars there and you're just admiring them? You can admire them from now till tomorrow. You're not going home with one until you bring out money and pay for one. So this is what desire does. No matter how hard you desire for something, you like something, you admire something, if you don't wake up and work for it, it will not come. I have to tell you the truth. No matter how you confess it, no matter how you pray for it, there are some things you need to work for. Yes, success is earned. It's not by miracle. So you need to match your desire with commitment. You need to work. You need to take action. So it's not just by wanting. Many people want success. Few are committed to discipline. So it's not enough to like motivation. You like motivation, but you avoid consistency. You do it once, you won't do it again. No, that's not how it is done. Some people enjoy inspiration, but they avoid routine. They don't like doing something over and over. Some people want results without sacrifice. It's not done that way. So every meaningful change demands commitments. No commitments, no transformation. So you have to commit. You have to sacrifice. Sometimes you sacrifice sleep, sacrifice laziness, sacrifice clubbing, sacrifice friends, sacrifice some relationships. So number 9 is what I call the principle of personal responsibility. You should know that your life is your life. You have to take responsibility for it. Even though you are not perfect, even though you are coming from a poor background, even though there are many things, you should tell yourself, I'm the one in charge of my life. You don't have to allow circumstances and situations dictate your life for you. Take responsibility for your life. Become serious. Take action. Know the right thing and do it. Take responsibility. Stop putting blame on people. Stop blaming your environment. It's your life. If you succeed, you will still say, I did it. I succeeded. And number 10 is what I call the path to change. So it's more of like a combination of the things we've been mentioning. It talks about responsibility, accept responsibility, identify destructive habits and keep them away. Um, Confront your excuses, leave your comfort zone, build structure, act consistently. So real change is not sudden. It does not come by sudden. It is gradual. It's small, small. That's how change does. So when you bring all these things together and they begin to form your daily decisions and your daily actions, you will see that your life will begin to change in outcomes little by little. And before you know it, you begin to see a different area of your life. You begin to see different lights. You begin to see a new season of your life. These are the things I've done in my life that brought me to where I am now. And these are things I've learned from people. In fact, many people have done these things over and over and they have results. And if you too can do the same thing, I'm assuring you, you'll be happy. So this is it for day one. You can watch the video over and over and take notes and practice all those things and know them. And if you have any question when I come on live tonight, make sure you join. You can ask me any question. I'll be here to attend to you.